Twin Sisters Digital Media presents The Ugly Duckling, retold by Marc A. Cerasini, illustrated by Michelle Lash-Ruff. In a snug nest in a cozy corner of a little pond, Mama Duck tended her eggs. Night and day she kept watch, and every morning she counted the eggs. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then, one sunny morning, Mama Duck heard a crack. She jumped up from her nest. Her eggs were hatching, one by one. Mama Duck quacked with pride and flapped her wings. There they were, 3 little yellow ducklings, poking their beaks out of their shells. Peep, 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 the ducklings cried. They were hungry. One little egg did not hatch. "You are not like the others," said Mama Duck worriedly. "Why haven't you hatched?" Then, with a loud crack, the last egg broke open. "What a strange one! You are not at all like the others," Mama Duck said again. "Your feathers are not yellow, but brown. Your beak is not orange, but gray." "Honk, honk!" cried the strange little baby. "You are not like the others," said Mama Duck once more. Gently she stroked her newest child. "You are my little ugly duckling." The ugly duckling honked and hopped and tripped over his shell. "You are not like the others, and you are clumsy too," Mama Duck said with a gentle laugh. "Now, let's see if you can swim like your brothers." The ugly duckling jumped into the pond. The other ducks came to see what all the fuss was about. "My," said the other ducks, "you are an ugly duckling." "But why am I so ugly?" the ugly duckling asked. Sadly, the ugly duckling swam away, his head hanging down. "Why am I so ugly?" the ugly duckling asked his reflection in the pond. But the pond had no answer. "I am so ugly I can't go home," said the ugly duckling. "So I will find a place in this pond and make it my own." The ugly duckling swam and swam until he reached the far side of the pond. There he saw a turtle stick his head out of his shell. "I am told that I am ugly," he said, "but so are you." The turtle nodded his wrinkled brown head. "We turtles may be ugly, but we are wise." The ugly duckling saw beautiful swans fly across the sky. He saw their long white necks and strong white wings. "I wish I could be beautiful like they are," the ugly duckling said. "But I am too ugly. Everybody says so." The ugly duckling found a safe place on the shore. He hid in the tall grass and covered his face with one wing. The nights grew cold and the days became short. The winter wind whistled around the ugly duckling. "Why am I so ugly?" the ugly duckling asked the wind as it blew and blew. "Who knows?" answered the wind. The winter was long, but finally spring came. The sun warmed the pond, and a strange thing happened. The ugly duckling began to grow and grow and grow. His neck grew long, and his brown feathers turned as white as the winter snow. But the ugly duckling still hid himself in the tall grass. One sunny day, the ugly duckling spread his wings, and something wonderful happened. Up, up he went. "Look at me, I can fly!" cried the ugly duckling. Look at him!" cried the ducks below. The ugly duckling landed in the pond with a splash. The ducks were waiting for him. Look at you," they said. "From the tips of your wings to your neck and beak too." "Yes, I know," said the ugly duckling, ashamed. He hung his head low. But when he saw his reflection, he honked in surprise. There was no ugly duckling there at all, but the most beautiful creature in the entire pond. "Oh my," he said, "is that me?" "Yes," said the ducks, "that's you." The ugly duckling saw the wise old turtle crawling up onto the shore. "Tell me, turtle, tell me true, am I beautiful?" "Beautiful, yes," the turtle said. "If you had asked me before, I could have told you that you would be beautiful. You see, my little ugly duckling, you have turned into a swan." The swans gathered around the ugly duckling. "You are one of us," they said. "Come, let's swim away together." And so they swam across the water, all of them beautiful, graceful, and strong. And the ugly duckling, who was no longer ugly, held his head high and spread his wings against the wind.